Hey y'all, say y'all, peace and Palo Santo sticks. It's your girl, the hippie healer, and the next zodiac sign that I'm gonna get started with for tonight, March 23rd, is my Scorpios. So let's get into the energy. Take what resonates to you and your situation, leave the rest behind, do not force anything to fit. Divine spirit guides, angels, ancestors, cosmic family of the brightest love, light, healing, prosperity, and protection. Please give me clear and concise messages for my Scorpios. Clear and concise messages for my Scorpios. What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? What is it that they need to hear and know the most at this time? Please just block out all interferences as I get these messages across and protect my space. Thank you so much, Spirit. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Clear and concise messages for my Scorpios. Clear and concise messages for my Scorpios. Alright, says stop giving your power. Stop giving away your power right now. So there can be a situation, a person, maybe even employment that you're like giving your power away to. Tell me more, Spirit, for my Scorpios. This came up for I think this came up for Capricorn and Aquarius as well. It says, say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. So you want to know one thing I've really noticed about Scorpios? Out of all other signs, you guys really tend to, Scorpios can be those people that you see with somebody that they didn't love since they were in high school. Y'all got a way of just loving so hard and holding on to people, I mean, through the storm, which can be a very beautiful quality in certain instances, except for the fact that, we have certain people that come in our lives for particular seasons and particular chapters. And there are certain people that we meet that do have an expiration date. So in certain forms, if you are holding on to somebody past their expiration date, you could absolutely be in a situation where you are potentially giving your power away to a situation that is no longer in alignment with you or wasn't meant to elevate with you, to say the least. So maybe this is a situation where you're actually holding yourself back from your full potential due to your inability to say goodbye to somebody that maybe you should have said goodbye to a long time ago. Okay. It also says, do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. So a lot of you all could be kind of putting too much focus on the negative things in your life versus all of the positive things, all of the blessings that you have. Tell me more for my Scorpio, Spirit. Tell me more for my Scorpios. Tell me more for my Scorpios. It says a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. For some of you all, you're having a hard time letting something go. For all of you, it's not romantic. It can be a friendship. It can be a job. For some of you, it can even be where you're located. Some of you guys want to move. You want to relocate. And you just have you have this fear of the unknown. You get your overall thing is okay, well, what if it doesn't work out? And you know what? Maybe that's what this is about. Where it's saying, do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. Or some of you guys are focusing on worst case scenario. Okay, well, what if I go and it doesn't work out? Or what if I leave this connection and I never find somebody that's like this person? And a lot of you all need to get out of your head. It's definitely a situation of lead by faith, not by sight. More likely than not, when you get to a place where, because this is just my personal opinion, I feel like when it's time for you to release something, you'll notice you get uncomfortable. You just can't find a certain... I got a phone call in the middle of my reading, and I don't know if that potentially messed up this audio. I'm going to pray to God that y'all can still hear me. But, fuck, and I kind of lost my train of thought. I actually wanted to answer that call. That's mad. But anyway, damn, hold on. Okay, so the point I was trying to make, you'll notice that you're in a place in your life where you may be holding on to something past its expiration date, you'll notice that you start to get very uncomfortable within a situation. Like, rather, I'm uncomfortable driving this car, I'm uncomfortable living in this house, I'm uncomfortable in this work environment, I'm uncomfortable in this relationship, I'm uncomfortable in this friendship. And the discomfort and the lack of peace that you feel within that situation, it will grow. That's kind of like a telltale sign that you're holding on to something past its expiration date. So for a lot of you all, that's how you need to, go through life. Go through your energy, your energetic world, and what's tied to you, what you're connected to, and see what it is that you may be potentially holding on to past its expiration date. For some of you all, it's not something external to you. For some of you all, what you're holding on to is a negative mindset, or just a mindset that's not in alignment with like manifesting and attracting abundance into your life. It also says here, give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. Scorpios, you need to learn how to be more compassionate with yourself. Incorporate some practice of, starting your day with speaking life into yourself. Like when you wake up, before you grab a phone, anything of that nature, start speaking life into yourself, okay? Reminding yourself that you are worthy. Reminding yourself that one of my favorite ones, especially when you're like struggling with a negative mindset, is everything is always working out for me perfectly at all times. That's one of my favorites. It says, do something kind for someone without any expectation. And you know what was so good about that? Serving or doing something kind, doing something selfless for somebody, you attract abundance in your life. Understand that no good deed goes undone. Also goes the same for the other way around. Tell me more, Spirit. From my Scorpios. Okay. It says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Yeah. Some of you all, you're holding on to something or something. Rather, like I said, it's a mindset, a person, a situation, an environment longer than you need to. And it's something in your intuition that is telling you that. And it's time for you to listen and act on it. It says, make time to play, have fun, be free. A lot of you all need to prioritize having a good time. Everything is not always all work and no play. Sometimes you got to play a little bit. Enjoy the pleasures of life. That's what we're here for. We're not all just here to be a part of this matrix and work this fucking robotic ass. You know what I'm saying? It's time to sometimes step out of your comfort zone. And for a lot of you, that's what's coming up a lot. Stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm telling you, for somebody, I'm talking to a Scorpio who wants to relocate. Like, you've been thinking about moving. Like, you've probably been living in a particular place maybe all your life, and you're getting to a place where you feel like you're outgrowing that space. Or maybe it's just your home, but for some of y'all, it's like the city and state you live in, maybe even the country. It says, check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. Scorpio, your water signs, a lot of you all could really benefit from a nice vacation next to some water, next to a body of water. No phones, no nothing, just sitting and listening to how life lifes without you having to control anything. Like, really just sit in stillness. A couple more closing messages for my Scorpios, Spirit. Couple more closing messages for my Scorpios. It says, when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Okay? So for some of you all, that's for a lot of you Scorpios that I feel like you're holding on to a certain way of thinking, or maybe even like a decision that you made that you feel like wasn't a good one. It says, focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Try your hardest, Scorpio, to focus on the positives in your life. Now, it is a natural human response to have negative thoughts. And one thing I've had to do to really help me reprogram with those negative thoughts when they come up, especially when I don't want to give it energy, is I'll do something like, thank you, but no thank you. Like, in my head, I'll acknowledge the thought that's negative or something that I know I don't want to attract. And I'll be like, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. And then replace that thought with something positive that's in my favor. I hope that helps. Till next time,